So what is there to do in Coppell, Texas? Well, you've come to the right place because we're going to go over today several things that you can do in Coppell that are fun, and then I'm going to direct you to other places like eating and maybe some shopping that you're not going to necessarily find in Coppell, but there's surrounding cities that can completely fill your cup on restaurants and shopping. So let's get to it. My name's Tiffany. I'm a local realtor here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. If this is the first time to our channel, then welcome. This is where we drop everything you need to know about life in Dallas-Fort Worth. For over a decade, we've been helping people just like you move here. We are the #1 brokerage in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And whether you need to move in 9 days or 9 months, reach out. We would love to hear from you. Text us, call us, email us, even Zoom. We would love to hear from you. We can get all of your questions answered. If you would just take a minute real quick to smash that thumbs up, that like button, it helps us out so much to get us to the algorithms of YouTube so more people can learn about the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Helps us as a small business. Also subscribe. We put videos, 3 videos a week on everything that's happening in Dallas-Fort Worth, and I know that you'll love it. So definitely subscribe, hit the bell. But other than that, let's talk about Coppell, Texas. So first of all, I am not the type of person that's just going to tell you all the amazing things about an area. I don't think that's helpful, especially when you don't live here, you don't know what's going on. So I'm going to tell you pros and cons of everything on Coppell, because that's the best thing to do. You'll have the best mindset when choosing where you want to live. Now, I love Coppell, and the reason that I do is because it's really middle of the metroplex. You can literally get anywhere fast, and it's very amazing schools. Like Coppell was rated the #1 suburb to live in all of Dallas-Fort Worth, and it's rated #4 in the whole state of Texas. And so it's obviously got something going on. The school district is rated #4 in the nation as well. I mean, not in the nation, #4 in Texas. So it's just really elite status, and it's very small, very comfortable, but yet you can jump on any highway and get to any city. So I just think it's kind of the best of both worlds. And I want to reiterate their school system because that is why so many people want to move there. It is #4 in Texas. Like I said, it's A+ rated. You can go to niche.com and find a lot of this information. It's also got a very small town feel. It is very safe to live there. The crime rate in Coppell is 41% lower than the overall crime rate in Texas. So that's a really big deal. So you don't necessarily have to feel like you need to get into a gated community because the overall crime rate is better. So there's more choices, and that's definitely a pro. So other pros, I think one of the biggest pros to Coppell is the location because it is so central. So you can get to Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. It's like 3 miles. It's so close. Sorry, I've got Sophie here with me. And yes, we have matching hair, but she is definitely wanting some video time. Love Field is probably 15 or 20 minutes. It's not long. Dallas, downtown Dallas, 15, 20 minutes. You can get to Fort Worth 20, 30 minutes, if that, depending on traffic. It's just really local. And I think that's the biggest pro, especially if you maybe work from home some or work in the office some. If you're all office, Coppell's a great city. Coppell also borders Grapevine, and Grapevine has Grapevine Lake. And so I think that's a really cool area. It may take you 15 minutes to get there. If you like lake life, there are some restaurants on the lake, which are really fun. Another pro is their community parks. So I'm going to kind of go over a few. The first one's Wagon Wheel Park. It's got some baseball fields, soccer fields, just community sports, all of that jazz. So if you've got kiddos. Coppell Nature Park, it's 66 acres of nature preserve. So it's really cool. It's got a 5-mile trail, walking trail, biking, all kinds of stuff. It's a natural habitat for bobcats, hawks, coyotes. It's just really popular for walking, getting outside air, family things, and then of course family pictures, all those things that you see going on in parks. We've also got Andrew Brown Park, and that's a sports facility. So you've got a running track, basketball courts, baseball fields. You've got volleyball courts, playgrounds. It's kind of got something for everyone when it comes to sporting. And there's a recreational center for the city. It also includes an outdoor water park. You also have an indoor pool, a gym, and basketball courts. So head up there if you want family sporting. It's a great area. So the next one is Grapevine Springs Park. It's actually a historic nature preserve, and it sits on a really small portion of land right downtown, and has all sorts of plants and wildlife. It's just kind of a learning park. Really fun. And then there's also just a lot of parks within all the neighborhoods. If you go to my Coppell vlog, when I take you through Coppell, I showed you some of the parks. The most recognized one is the park in downtown, and it's got the play center, it's got the farmers market. It's just a really fun area. And if you haven't been to Twisted Root, the restaurant that sits on that park, it's amazing. So you need to, if you go visit Coppell, I can take you to look at houses, but if you go visit Coppell, go to Twisted Root. Okay, I think another pro is that a lot of the neighborhoods have alleys, and it's either a pro or a con to you. I think it's a pro because sometimes looking at everybody's garages is an eyesore. All the garages here are in the back of the houses, and then they've got alleys that you drive down and go into your particular garage. And it's safe because Coppell is so safe, and so you don't fear, anything getting taken, but it just makes for a really pretty neighborhood. So pro to me, could be a con to you. You might like your garage in the front. Another pro is what I just talked about, the downtown area in Coppell. They have revamped it all, and it's not only got walkability, but it's got houses and townhomes that completely encircle it. It's got Twisted Root. It's got a ton of businesses that just bring a cool vibe. And if you go down there, you'll really like it, along with the farmers market, the playground, the pavilion where you can do picnics and things like that, birthday parties. So I really like their downtown area. And make sure you visit George the coffee shop while you're in downtown, because it's a really great place. It's also in my vlog. Okay, so for the cons, one of the biggest cons about Coppell is it is more expensive. It just is, and everybody knows that. But the cost of living is higher. They have one of the highest property tax percentages in the whole Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's 2.71%. And you've got to remember that we don't have a state income tax. So that's different than some of the other states out there. But our property taxes are higher because our property taxes pay for our schools, our city taxes, our county taxes, and our community college taxes. And so the fact that Coppell schools are so good, it is a little bit higher price in taxation in Coppell. So it's definitely higher than the national average, but it really depends on what city you're moving from to determine if it prices you out. Because in LA or, a California city, the cost of living is so much higher there that when you come to Coppell, you feel like you've, hit the lottery because everything is cheaper. So it's perspective there, but it is higher than other areas. So if property taxes is a concern to you, then let me know, because I can tell you the cities that have lower property taxes. And if our governor does what he says he's going to do, he is hoping to lower property taxes in general. So let's see if that actually happens. Another con is there's not a lot of new construction in Coppell. It has been around for so long, and it's landlocked because all the cities are around it, that there's not a lot of land left in Coppell. They are building a huge master planned community called Blackberry Farms. It's going to be stunning. It's going to be a higher price tag though. So if you're looking for new construction, that may be the place to start in Coppell. It is the place to start, because you're not going to find a lot of new construction out there beyond Blackberry Farms. But it's going to be anywhere from 2.5 million all the way up to 13 million. So again, it comes with a higher price tag. Those lots are going to be bigger lots. So if you are somebody that wants new construction, you're going to have definitely limited options. There is a subdivision called Red Hawk, and it's in my vlog as well. So you can go take a look at that. It's got newer houses. And what I love about Red Hawk is the houses don't all look the same. That's one of the things I can't stand about master plan communities, when all the homes look cookie cutter. At least have some creativity when you are creating these master plan communities. And Red Hawk did. It's so cute. The lot sizes are a lot smaller, but it just means that you don't have a lot to take care of. So it's a low maintenance yards, but cute, cute, cute houses. Another con that I think is a pretty big con, because Coppell is such a great city, there's not a ton of really elaborate shopping or eating. You are going to have to go to Grapevine, which you've got Grapevine Mills Mall, but that's more of an outlet mall anyway. You can go to Dallas and go to North Park Mall. That ranges from super expensive Gucci, Tiffany and Company, all the way down to medium expensive. You can go to Stonebriar in Frisco. So there's lots of malls around, and then you can go to any of those cities for great food. Obviously, Dallas being the biggest with all the eclectic food that Dallas has to offer. So you can also go to South Lake. They've got great shopping, great eating, definitely higher socioeconomic, and we'll do videos on South Lake as well. But all that to say, Coppell's amazing. It's small town vibe in the middle of the metroplex, but more luxury feel. So all that's being said, if you're interested in Coppell, then definitely reach out. I can get you more information. If Coppell is not a fit for you, then let me know what you're looking for, because I am an expert in all the cities and I can tell you what's probably going to be the best fit for you, and maybe where your job's going to be, where you want to be located in, what area. So anyway, thank you for listening about Coppell, Texas. Definitely hit the thumbs up. It really helps us in our algorithms. Subscribe, hit the bell. We are so excited to have you here at our channel, and thank you for watching. And until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day.